going on? It's Mehdi, and instead of this video, I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you how we helped our clients Mike and Lucas, two short-form agency owners, go from $0 to $21,000 cash collected in just 28 days. So I just shot this client interview that you guys are about to get access to. But before we do that, I want to make a very, very important point. And it's that when I first met these guys literally have 6 times as many followers as I do. That's 29,000 followers on their Instagram, and they've had several viral videos. So as you can see in this video here, they got 3.8 million views, and this video here, they got over 2 million views. Now, when I first sat down with them and I asked them, well, how much are you guys making very consistently every month? They literally told me nothing. They'd made about $10,000 in the span of a year, which if you're in this space, you know is absolutely freaking terrible. And when I showed them my Instagram, it was crazy because, like I said, I have 6 times less followers than them. I have virtually no viral videos, yet I'm able to consistently land 10, 15, $20,000 clients on a very consistent weekly basis. So with that being said, you're gonna see inside of this interview exactly how we built them an incredible high ticket offer, showed them the secret sauce to landing high ticket clients very consistently, whether you have a massive following and haven't monetized it yet, or whether you're someone that has a tiny following and you're struggling to figure out how to monetize it, and you still believe that virality is the answer to your solution. So with that being said, I'll let you enjoy the client interview. Go watch it, it's absolutely incredible. And if at any point you need any help with scaling, growing your business, you can simply book a free call below. I'd love to help you out, or just join our free school community where you're gonna get tons of value. So with that being said, I'll see you on the other side. All right, cool. Today I'm joined by the absolute gangsters in the content agency space. I got Mike and Lucas here, who are business partners, who have achieved, how much have you guys achieved in the past 30 days?
What we say, 19.7, I think, 19.8.
19.8, 10 incoming.
10 incoming. So
tomorrow or the day after.
All right, so you guys have done $19,800 cash collected in less than 30 days?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, sweet, man. And you got another $10,000 coming in tomorrow. That's exciting stuff. Yeah. So I wanted to host you guys today. Number one, to congratulate you for all your success, because you guys have taken an action that so many people are afraid of doing, which is going out there, investing into themselves, or maybe they've been burnt in different programs before, so they're hesitating to constantly invest. And the fact that you guys have done that is first and foremost incredible. You guys have achieved crazy results in record time. And for the viewers out there, I want to take them behind the scenes and really help them by showing them what's worked for you guys, what they can do if they're in the same situation that you guys were in before we got started together, and just drop some gems for the viewers at home. Sound like a plan?
Let's do it.
Of course.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. So, quick question, boys. Like, how did you and I, pretty much meet first time?
Oh, pretty much straight through Instagram.
Yeah, I think it was Instagram.
We knew you up, actually.
Yeah. So you guys, pretty much DM me on Instagram. We had a conversation, and I'm sure you guys see so many coaches out there, so many guys claiming they can help you scale their business. Apart from my, handsome Instagram profile, what made you guys want to reach out?
Well, I think it was, like I said, your Instagram profile. We were in a situation where we didn't really know what to do with, like, where we were at. We weren't really making any money, so
yeah,
we had to figure out a new system to put in place. And like I said, you had a good looking Instagram profile, but then it was also like on the call where you gave us a lot of free value.
Yeah,
Speed too. No. Speed. I noticed you engage with us quick. A lot of people wait, and but you were responsive quick to us.
Definitely, man. Definitely. And I think that's like one of the things that, I teach inside of the program. It's how to position your Instagram profile. Because back when you guys messaged me, you guys had like 20,000 followers. And I had like 2,000 or 3,000 followers. So I had like 10 times less followers than you guys did. And I think that's what makes your guys, story so incredible. Because so many people, like coaches, agency owners, like people in the info space, are chasing more followers, more views, like virality and stuff like that. And you guys pretty much had all that stuff, and you guys were still experiencing like challenges in your business. So I want you guys to speak on that. Like, for those people that think that they just need more virality, more views, more followers and stuff like that, what's your thoughts on that now, having worked together and gone viral?
Yeah, virality definitely does not equal cash flow. Like you could have a ton of followers, but if you don't have the right systems put in place, then you're not really going to make any money. And that's coming from two content marketers who are all about content, but that's why I've also kind of positioned our offer a bit better to now offer more of like a business side of things with the content to install systems to actually convert that traffic we generate.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. And I think it's so interesting that you say that, because when we met, I remember watching one of your videos that had like 3 million views, right? Another one that had 1 million views. And if you put 1 million people in a room, I don't think you can even fit that many people in a room, but that's a lot of people, right? So what was some of like the challenges, even though you guys had viral videos, even though you guys had followers, like what was some of the challenges that you guys were experiencing at the time when we first connected up?
Well, we didn't really have a clear offer in place because like we were pretty new with it at the time. We grew fast, and then we had no systems, no offer, didn't know how to get clients. We had people coming to us but didn't even know like what to offer them. Like we had some people just seeing how fast we were growing, asking us questions, where probably looking back at it, if we had your systems, we would have closed way more. But yeah, we didn't have anything in place really.
Yeah. And how long were you guys, working on your business for, like prior to when we met?
A year and a half, and we were only losing money pretty much the whole time. We still had that self-belief though anyways.
Yeah.
We made
And I think
a little bit.
No, not dude. If you go with our expensives, we definitely lost money. Definitely didn't profit.
Yeah, definitely lost money, but I think we made, what was that, 11.5 in the first year and a half
In revenue.
and revenue. Yep, no, that wasn't profit. 11.5 revenue, and then a month into starting,
We doubled it.
yeah.
A year and a half. Yeah. Nice.
Absolutely, man. So a month into working together, you guys have doubled what you made in an entire year.
Yeah,
Sure.
year and a
I
half.
think that's incredible, man. And do you know what? I want to ask you guys one thing. Like when we met, I suggested what most coaches typically suggest. Let's get on a call. Let's take a look at your business, see where you're at, where you want to get to, and how I can help you, right? And I think most people in that situation would be skeptical. Now, for you guys, I'm sure you've bought many coaching programs or many training programs prior to when we met.
Yeah, we spent quite a bit. I think we spent like almost 20,000 on coaching now, if you count everything.
Yeah, damn. That's a serious amount of money, man.
Yeah, around 20. So yeah.
Yeah. And with all the different coaching programs that you guys have experienced, because you guys have experience in that, right? How would you say, our coaching program and working with us has been different compared to the other programs that you've been through?
Yeah, I mean, we've learned a lot from everyone, but the way you position it, it's pretty much hands-on. Like you can't really get lost when you're in your program, because like you're pretty much guided the whole time. So
yeah, no, for sure, man. Bulletproof. Yeah. Sweet. And I know when we had that initial call, right? I mean, it's not cheap to work with me, right? I mean, most people, whenever I offer them one-on-one coaching, it's a big decision to make, right? It's a multiple 5-figure investment, and most people in that situation would feel scared and afraid. I know in the past when I've had to invest 5 figures into myself, it's a scary choice. And I know the situation that you guys were in when we first met. So do you guys mind sharing a little bit more about the type of situation that you guys were in when we met and we broke down the coaching program?
yeah, so our credit cards were like fully maxed out.
Yeah.
Like we were a bit in debt already, but
yeah.
we just had to make that leap of faith. And to be honest with you, Mehdi, we were going on that call and we were like, yeah, we're probably not going to buy from this guy. Let's just try to get value out of it, but there's no way we're dropping this money right now.
Yeah. I appreciate the honesty. Yeah. You guys were coming into the call thinking, let's just take this guy for all the value he's got, and then we'll just tell him, I'll think about it or I'll come back to you later. And what was it? Yeah, it didn't work. And what was it that made you guys shift from, okay, we're not going to do this because our credit cards are maxed out and we have every reason not to invest into ourselves, to let's just go for it and let's do this thing, man?
Well, I'll let Mike answer after on his end, but from my end, it was just one, the way you presented everything was in a way where you pretty much made us realize that if we didn't take action, then we were just going to stay where we were. And we could have just saved, like we did, just save a bunch of time and money, because we wouldn't be making this money right now if we never took it. But then I also remember I was like, okay. I think I told you, I was like, hey, yeah, maybe we'll just go think about it for a while and come back. And you pulled out this Mike Tyson line. You said, I still remember because I was like, damn, this guy's good at sales. I think you said, like, yo, if Mike Tyson was holding pads for you for one day, would you win your fight? And I was like, well, no. You're like, hey, what if Mike Tyson was training you every day? And I was like, yeah, I'd probably win the fight. So maybe look at it perspective. And I was like, damn, this guy's good at sales. I want to learn from him. So that was my perspective. I don't know about Mike, but.
Yeah. No, I can't believe you still remember that, man.
That stuck with me. So I was like, damn, this guy knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going to sell like this guy one day, I'll make a lot of money.
No, for sure, man. And I think sales is an invaluable skill. And when you use it for good, like you use it to help your clients. Because I always say this, I'm like, look, if you knew you had the cure to cancer and everyone that you met was infected with cancer, how hard would you sell them to tell them that you have the cure for it, right? Like how above and beyond would you go to make sure that they 110% believe that you have the cure to cancer and you can help them overcome that problem? And I think that's why I enjoy actually selling my clients. Like I'm at a stage where I've got closers and everything like that, but I still like to jump on the phone from time to time because I know the results that my previous clients have got. I know the results that you guys were going to get way before we ever worked together. And when I see it pan out, it's like an incredible feeling. You know what I mean? So that's incredible, man. Mike, what about you, man? What was the reason that you said, all right, cool, man, I'm in. Let's do this thing?
Yeah, I guess, well, like Lucas said, originally we were kind of going into as let's see if we can get some value out of this guy. But we ain't buying. No way. We can't be dropping this money. We're in credit card debt, this and that. Well, not debt, but our credit cards are maxed out. But it was kind of at a point where it's like, well, we could continue doing what we're doing. Or we can implement these systems which can help us grow. Yeah, we'll spend some money, but at the end of the day, we'll make that back anyways. It's not that big of a deal.
I also remember me and Mike literally had a phone call before the call, and we we're like, okay, we can't buy from this guy. Like, we got too many expenses right now. It's not going to happen.
Just the position we were in, right? Nothing on you. Like it was a position we're in.
No, of course, man. But absolutely.
I have a question for you though.
Go for it.
What did you see in us? You said we'd be a great testimonial too. And it's like you knew it, but how?
Yeah. Do you know what it is, bro? I've been doing this for so long. Like most people don't understand that I've been around the digital marketing space since 2015. I'm only 23, right? But I've been around the space since I was 15. So I've seen so much. And I think when I generated my first $100,000, I was like, all right, cool. I know something. When I did it again, 9 more times and reached my first $1 million, I was like, all right, cool. This isn't a fluke. This isn't an accident. I clearly have a strategy that works. And then when I did it for my first client and we helped him get to his first 6 figures and his first 7 figures, I was like, I have a skill set that I can transfer to other people, right? Just like boxing. I know you like this one, Lucas. But it's like once you go through the trenches and go out there and learn and master a skill for yourself, you've gone through all the trials and tribulations. And you know like how hard it was for you. You know how many like obstacles you had to overcome to finally get that result. So when you see someone else, and what I saw in you guys is like you guys were committed, you guys were dedicated, you guys have maxed out your credit cards. Like some people look at that as a bad thing. I saw that as dedication because if you guys are willing to go through doing that, it means that you guys are serious about growing your business. You guys had viral videos. You guys put effort and quality into your videos, which showed me that you guys had hard work, commitment, and dedication. And I just knew like the only thing that you guys were really missing at that point is just direction. Because you can run as fast as you can in the wrong direction, you're not going to get to where you want. It still means that you have the work ethic. It still means that you have the drive. But if you start even walking in the right direction with the same dedication, you're going to get much further. You know what I mean? And I think that's what I saw in you guys. And that's why I was eager to work with you guys and help you get some incredible results.
Nice. Yeah, I remember you saying on the call, you guys, you were like, this is going to be a crazy testimonial. I bet you can find the clip too. I bet you have the clip where we're like, yeah, we got our cards are maxed out.
Yeah, I have the call recorded. I still have it, which is insane because I think it's going to be so funny to look back on. And like, I got another question for you guys. Most people, I remember like there was times where I had all my cards maxed out. I was in a crap load of debt. And when I invested 5 figures into a coaching program by borrowing money to invest, I couldn't sleep the same night. When you guys made that initial investment, how did you guys feel? Like day 1 and day 2?
Honestly, I felt fine, to be honest.
Like, felt ready, actually. It's like it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
and that's interesting because I think most people that, want to go out there and invest into themselves and they feel scared about the decision, feel like it's, the whole world's going to end if they move forward with that. But I think what you guys are saying is like the scariest moment was before you made the investment. And after you'd invested into yourself, there's almost like a level of comfort and peace that you felt, knowing that, all right, cool, it's time to lock in and time to work on our business.
Yeah, and honestly, for me, it motivated me, if anything, because it just proved to myself how much belief I had in ourselves and our business, that like we're taking this risk while being pretty much maxed out on our credit cards. Like we obviously believe what we do could work. So it just got me hyped up and motivated. I was like, it's fucking cool then.
Yeah. And another question I wanted to ask you boys is like, what was the biggest eye opener? Because I remember we had our first introduction session and we were mapping out your ideal client profile, helping you like lay out the perfect offer. What was the biggest eye opener, into the coaching program once you guys got started?
Biggest eye opener, probably how easy it is with the right systems to actually convert traffic into revenue. Because like I remember when we were talking and you were telling us like how much you were making with only 5,000 followers.
Yeah.
And then it just made me realize like, well, we have like 20,000 followers. So how much can we make with the right systems? Yeah. Now it's 1 month in and we're doing pretty well. So 6 months in, we're doing a lot better too.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I think you guys have rapidly scaled to, I remember when it was a few days back and you guys were like, all right, I've hit like $17,800 in 22 days. And I was like, this is going to take off. And I think you guys are at just under 20, like $200 shy of $20,000 by now. And by tomorrow, fingers crossed everything goes well, you guys are going to be at $30,000 cash collected within a month, which is just absolutely insane. How does that feel for you boys, by the way?
It feels great because I see all these coaches. Like I actually saw another content coach in our niche. I'm not going to call out any names, but I think he's made a video how he went from 0 to 20K, and I think it was like 45 days or something or whatever it was. But we didn't have that. Like most people go from making like 0, the next month will make like 5, the next month 15. We went from making probably negative $2,000 to the next month making 20,000. Like we didn't have that 10K month. We just went straight from 0 to 20 after like applying the right systems.
Definitely, man. And it's crazy how quickly things change, which makes me think and makes me want to ask you guys, like, what's the cost of inaction? So for someone like that was in the same shoes as you, like maybe they still believe that they need to get more views or they need to continually go viral and clients are just going to fall out the sky. What do you feel like is the cost of inaction for someone that's in that same situation?
A lot more than the initial investment, that's for sure. You could save probably years. I know like we would have say we wouldn't have figured this out in 6 to 12 months if we tried to do it on our own. So all that time plus we would have been leaving maybe potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. If we're already doing 20,000 a month now, like we would probably not be making any money without the right system. So yeah, hundreds of thousands of dollars and months, if not years of time.
Yeah. It's incredible, boys. I have to say, man, I'm proud of you guys. I'm so super excited to see how the journey plays out because I know the next things that we're going to work on is really systemizing. Because now that you guys have hit 20K, the next step to like a 50K and 100K a month for you guys is literally delegation. It's having the right team members, having the right SOPs in place. So I'm excited to work with you guys on that level. And my other question to you is, what advice, Mike and Lucas, would you give to someone that was once in the same situation as you and is scared and worried and wondering whether things are going to work out?
Yeah, Lucas, you want to go first?
Yeah, well, my advice would be to just take a leap of faith. And if you have belief in yourself, if you're an entrepreneur, you most likely believe in yourself. So not doing that, not taking that leap, pretty much will just tell your mind that you don't believe in yourself. So I think you pretty much just have to do it. Show that you're a risk taker. You believe that you have the abilities to accomplish what it is you want to accomplish. It's always worth it.
Yeah. I've seen, man. And Mike?
Yeah. I'd say, well, you can either stay the same, right? That was a big thing for us. It was like, do we want to stay the same? Or can we take this calculated risk and move our business forward, which ended up we weren't sure how much we were going to make from it, but once we joined and started putting the systems in place, it worked really well.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, boys, I want to thank you so much for taking out the time today on this client interview to give some value, man, drop some gems on people that are stuck, because I see so many incredible business owners that, like you guys, have incredible mindsets, they have the work ethic, but you and I both know that great mindset, work ethic, and views is just not enough to scale your business. Like, you need a good mentor in place, you need someone that can guide you, you need the right systems, and you need to understand the skill sets that are actually going to put money in your bank as a business every single day, right? Like, if you're Apple, a big multi-billion-dollar company, I think it's $1 trillion company now, and you don't make money for a single day, that's a really concerning thing. So I don't know why, as an online business, anyone thinks any different. You know what I mean? So, if you are someone that is looking to scale and grow your business, you can just click the link below. We have a free school community that you can join. We have a ton of value in there. Or simply just book a call, and I'd love to take a look at your business, find out where you're at, and help you scale and grow your business. So with that being said, boys, thank you so much, and let's continue working on your business, man.